Hi, hello, and welcome back to another Onkruid video. I pressed stop record for the last unedited one, pressed start record for this one. From now, the choo-choo train is going, you know? It's just gonna be content. Tribal war axes just upgraded our barbarian little weapons, and now we have the double slash ability, which seems to apply bleed from the get-go. Can we upgrade any more of our skill tree? No, we are in desperate need of some more red gems. Let's just spend some over here, and then a purple one we can definitely miss, and a purple one we can definitely miss, and then some purple ones we can definitely miss. We don't have 5 green ones. We have 2 red ones. Sure, let's just max it out. The skill tree is definitely heavily reliant on the red gems. Banish a power up. Yes. Oh, so close. Alright, that was great. Fight. Now we have upgraded every single weapon there is, so I guess we can just choose whatever map we want, because we don't need to farm a specific kind of material anymore. And I am headed back into the corner because we are headed back into our speedrun mode. I did read on the Discord that normally when the pre-release hits, so at the 7th of November, the progress you already have and the materials you have will remain on your account in some way, shape or form, so it's actually beneficial for you to start farming up already. Although, I mean, it's gonna be weird if the update drops and you can immediately just buy everything you want to. I think it's gonna diminish the sense of accomplishment and therefore the dopamine release in your brain maybe a little bit. Either way though, I wouldn't mind farming up a bit more. An instant epic power multicast. I'm not gonna pass up on that. Last episode we focused on all around upgrades and not on specific skills. This episode we're gonna focus everything on specific skills. Let's mix it up a little bit, you know? Because these videos are now unedited, I have to introduce variety in another way. Throws an X forward, hitting enemies in a line and then coming back to your current position and applying hemorrhage. Alright, a new ability, X-Throw, and it's a boomerang. Exactly what I was talking about last episode with the Ray of Light. This is the new ability with the upgraded axes, so it's normal that I have never discovered it before. Interesting stuff. We're back in our corner, we are in the caves in the second map, and we are just gonna go ham. I see a specific ability upgrade, I take a specific ability upgrade, that's for sure. What did we actually get? The damage modifier, not bad. And so this works kind of like a Nidalee spear, right? This is normally where I would add an image of Nidalee flashing across the screen in her French maid skin so we could all get a quick masturbation out there. But no editing. Raw, uncut. Part of a song. Alphabet Aerobics by... Oh, I should know that. I really should know that, but I don't. I don't know who it's by, and it's bothering me. But I can't do anything about it. We're going frontal this time, a firebolt. I know that Daniel Radcliffe knows how to rap that song in its entirety. He did it on Jimmy Fallon, on his show. I can never keep the names of the late night talk shows separated from each other. There's been multiple times there have been quiz questions that feature Jimmy Fallon, and I always think it's Jimmy Kimmel for some reason. I think that's also a late night talk show host, right? But I mean, I've never watched any of those shows, not even in Dutch, in my own language, so I'm just not familiar with what it's all about, and therefore I can't keep the people separated in my mind. Jimmy Fallon can be pretty funny, I think, but he can also be a bit of a nuisance, a bit of a douchebag, maybe? I think he's better than Ellen DeGenerate, probably. I think a lot of people dislike her a lot more. Oh, okay, I'm so satisfied that there's no specific skill upgrade here, because I definitely want to take the legendary power. My eye is itchy. And there we go. Now, oh, look at that. My area of effect has become so much larger immediately. No specific skill, so let's upgrade the area a bit more. I would like a double slash that just heads across my screen in its entirety. I wouldn't mind that at all. You know what I also wouldn't mind? Pizza. You know what I also wouldn't mind? Fries. You know what I also wouldn't mind? Templar's Verdict. You know what I also... No, I should have definitely taken Smite right there. You know what I also wouldn't mind? Playing some League of Legends. And I know I'm opening Pandora's box. I'm submitting myself to torture that I had left behind long ago. I'm kind of readmissioning myself into Guantanamo Bay, if you will. But I just... I've been watching some GBay99 videos. If you don't know him, he is this amazing YouTuber that makes League videos. He has been making League videos for a whole while. And lately he has been investing a lot of time and effort into making fully fledged League documentaries about, for example, interesting players and their stories. I'm gonna replace Meteor Shower and Templar's Verdict at some point. About League players and their impact on the game. He made a video on Khan and why he was the best top laner in the world. He made a video on another top laner, Marin, and they are very, very interesting. Yeah, we're keeping Meteor Shower, it has been decided. And the videos are very interesting. The production quality is amazing. They are just a delight to watch and listen to. He also has a great voice, in my opinion, and he has great script writing abilities. But the point that I'm getting at is that whenever I really watch videos about a certain video game, it's not only League of Legends, but whenever I watch videos about a certain game, I get the urge to play it again. And it has been especially prevalent in League though. It's definitely true in League because, for example, sometimes I watch a random Potato Monster compilation after not watching it for a while, or I watch Synapse. That's more relevant these days, that's more actual, that's more modern, that's hip, that's what all the kids are talking about lately, Synapse instead of Potato Monster, and it gets me hyped to play League of Legends again. I have been doing so sometime with my buddy, well, I'll just call him Shoot to Kill, I guess. His name is Thomas. He is a good friend, a delightful buddy that I met during my education. Probably one of the favorite people I met in there. I know that he also watches my videos because he commented on one of the latest ones that he liked, Jarvis. I should make Jarvis a recurring gag. I like Jarvis too. Do we want to replace any of our skills? I took Skeletal Archer because I know that a lot of people deem Skeletal Archers to be the greatest speedrunning skill out there, so I guess I should just take it. But yeah, what was I talking about? He and we play League together, and he allows me to play support while he plays AD Carry or Marksman. And it's been an amazing learning experience for me so far. He is very knowledgeable about the game, and he can tell me a lot about macro play. The part of League I am the absolute worst at, I think, is that macro play. And then specifically also realizing when I should push, when I should not push at all, and realizing when the way the wave looks is in our advantage or in our disadvantage. When that is actually pushing us forward or when it is weighing us down. And he is very knowledgeable about those things. I think he has been in Diamond for multiple seasons probably, so he knows his way around the League of Legends map. He knows his way around Runeterra. And he has some interesting insights always. He also tells me like, alright, now you should go ward, or now we really have to play aggressive, or we have to push for level 3 now and then just engage. And on top of that, on top of his knowledge, he is also a mechanically skilled player. And sometimes it's just like, in general, a pleasure to play with him in the bot game and to see him pull off crazy just skills. It's fun. Playing League with friends makes the game a lot more fun than when you're just playing it on your own randomly. And that is mainly because, I mean, you have to make your own fun in League. Most of the time you will just get completely ransacked. Somebody will just rip you a new asshole. The cast frequency or the damage? I think we want cast frequency for now. Alexi the Poison Bearer, more like Alexi the Poison Snorer. Because he puts me to sleep of how bad he is. I wish I could edit this out, but I have to stay strong. I have to have an unwavering stance when it comes to this. I have to put in leave in my shameful attempts at commentary that is funny in some way, shape or form. That's interesting. That's something Northernlion talks about. He thinks that stand-up comedy is the branch of entertainment that has the most hits and the most misses as well. There's so many jokes that just don't land. They don't strike a nerve with anyone in the audience, and you just have this awkward silence. When I wanted to grow up, when I was growing up, I always told everybody I wanted to be a comedian, and they laughed at me. And now I am one, and nobody's laughing now. That's such a great joke, but it's so overused. I love using other people's materials, you know. It's cheap, it's easy. Unless when it's just reacting to content. I'm still... my stance on reaction content is not unwavering. It's very wonky. It's very much going from left to right. It's very influenced by the wind. It's unstable. I tried to record a reaction video once in the past, actually. Another unknown anecdote. And it was about no specific skills, so we can use the epic upgrade that is generalized. The video I was reacting to was about PTSD. I thought, look, I'm studying psychology, I should showcase my knowledge a bit, and this is something that I can actually competently react to and maybe add a bit of value to the video content being discussed. But I deleted the video that I recorded immediately because, well, oh, we have the banishes and the rerolls, right? So yeah, so we should definitely try and use those rerolls a bit more and the banishes as well. What does banish do even? I tried to react to that PTSD video, and immediately after like the 10-second mark, I paused the video and I was like, I'm gonna have to correct them here, because PTSD can also stem from complex trauma, which means that there is an addition of multiple traumatic experience. It doesn't always have to be one specific large event. What does banish do? I want to banish resilient. I don't want to banish Leviathan. Reroll. No, I don't want to banish any of these actives because I'm gonna replace them myself. I want to reroll again. I want something special. I want to banish Behemoth. I don't need... Oh, magnetic, huh? No, I want to banish spontaneous combustion. Reroll again. I don't want actives. I want to banish expensive. I have enough AoE. Reroll again. I want to banish... I can't banish anything anymore. Apply poison. Do we apply a lot of poison? Do we have any? We have 20%, 30% chance to apply poison, but no, we need the increased damage because it's a specific skill, and that's the build we were going for. I need to calm down. I need to calm down a lot. I'm so used to speaking fast because I know that induces heavy breathing. I can actually feel the lightheadedness kicking in a bit, so I need to calm down a bit. I'm used to speaking fast because, I mean, I can always edit out my heavy breathing episodes after speaking fast for a while, but now I can't anymore. So just calm down a bit, you know? We have time. I don't have to act like my video of myself is playing on ×2 speed, which is the way I always watch most of my YouTube videos. Except for someone like Donkey, for example, I might watch him on ×1 speed because the pacing, his editing is so amazing. But no, for now, for myself, my own content, calm down. Relax. How have you guys been doing? To finish my train of thought on a previous subject without just completely skimming over it and not finishing it at all, I reacted to that PTSD video. I talked about, no, this is also true, this is also a possibility for developing PTSD, and then I was very satisfied with the way I reacted to that, and I provided additional value in the video. I pressed play again, and then the next 5 seconds were just like a summary of what I just said word for word exactly. So I was like, you know, maybe reaction content is not for me. I find it difficult to watch when the reactors are pausing the video at every single second, but then I also find it difficult to watch when they are not adding anything onto the content and they are just, for example, smirking, laughing a little bit, or even just sniffing like that's funny, like exhaling from their nose a bit. No, I want them to add something. I want to learn something from their reaction to it. And I want to teach something in my own reactions then, but I found it hard to strike the balance, to find the balance between pausing to react and letting the video play to make sure that I'm not reacting redundantly. And that's the main point I was getting at with this story. Man, my head is really feeling light. I guess I have been talking for like about 40 minutes now uninterruptedly. Or without interruption. But it's fun. It's fun. It's a new era again, unedited content. A new way of introducing my voice to the world. Channel has been experiencing steady growth. The video Onkruid has been popping off again lately. From 1,000 videos, we have now, from 1,000 views rather, we have now reached 1,400 views already, so it's just insane. And the subscriber count also just keeps slowly dwindling up. It keeps being added onto. We were at 100 and I was hyped. Then we were at 125 rather quickly and I was hyped insanely. I was insanely hyped. Now we are at 145 or something already. We're almost at 150 and that's just insane. It's amazing. I love it so much. I can't wait to see what the future brings for the channel and how things are also gonna change as soon as I start working my actual job. I applied to another location yesterday and it sounded amazing. It's another group practice and it's another one of those multidisciplinary ones where there's physical therapists and stuff as well. So again, in my mail to the center, I applied the charm of talking about the body-mind connection because I think that's a very strong point to make and a very well summarizing point of what you stand for in the world of your job as a clinical psychologist. You don't disregard the body. spirituo sano in corpore sano. It's something like that. Spiritus, most I think, is better suited for that expression. I know that our gym teacher in high school used that expression a lot, and I know that we had to study it in Dutch also when we were studying, or in our Dutch class rather, when we were studying some of the Latin sayings. Either way, that's something that's very close to my heart. That's something very important for me, and that's why I would love working in such a multidisciplinary practice. It's right here in Leuven, so it's at my doorstep. It's very easy to get to on a bicycle. The people that work there seemed very young, a very active working community. No like very experienced people that will shut you down when you try to introduce new mechanics into the workplace, new ideas. No, a very dynamic and vital team. And I would love, absolutely love, to complete that team, or to at least be a helpful addition to that team. It sounded very interesting. Also, the people they are asking us to work with, they told us like, hey, are you in the job opening, in the description of the job opening, they told us like, hey, are you interested in working with addiction? Are you interested in working with stress-related complaints? Are you interested in working with things like burnout? Are you interested in working with personality disorders and working with anxiety disorders? And those are all things that really interest me. And all things that I would love to delve into a bit deeper, you know, to get to know a bit better. Just all in all, I would like to get into every single possible problem that you can encounter as a clinical psychologist, of course, but that is not the way that is not the way you should delve into the work field. You know, you need to have a bit of an expertise, in my opinion, so that you can really be knowledgeable about the subject and really help people that are struggling related to that certain subject. And I also very much appreciated people that are interested in the client-centered field, and that's exactly where my interests lie. In seeing people as holistic people and not just their disorder, in the existential field, in that client-centered field, and in being a human yourself next to the human that you are trying to treat. All in all, the mission of that practice just really suited the mission of me as a clinical psychologist well, so I am looking forward to applying to that job and going on a conversation and getting to start to work there. I'm ready to work, you know. I've taken long enough of a break after studying, and now I need to take a break from recording because I'm about to pass out. Thanks a lot for watching this second unedited endeavor. Whoo-wee! Hell yeah. Bye-bye.